All right, so in today's video, I am going to show you exactly what is in our morning basket for the month of September. But first, let me put the morning basket together. Collaboration hosted by my girl Leilani over at Living with Eve. She had this brilliant idea to get all these morning baskets together for you guys so that you guys can come up with some ideas on what to include in your morning basket. So hopefully it's helpful. Don't forget to check out the playlist after this to gather all the ideas and check out Leilani's channel. Okay, now that I've got it all organized, before I go over what's in our morning basket, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit up our readers for the month of September. So my third grader is gonna be reading Riding the Pony Express. That is a Sunlight Level 3 reader, and The Secret Valley. So she's gonna be reading these two books during September, as well as her and I together are going to be reading North American Indians, and this is part of the readers kind of for My Father's World. So we're going to be reading North American Indians together, and The Village That Vanished, we're going to be reading that together as well. We are going to break it apart over several days because it's small writing and just to really talk about what's happening and all the things. But this is from Amber Heritage Mom's like book recommendations, and yeah, so it goes with our study that we're doing this year for history. So that is what my third grader is going to be reading for her readers. Now my oldest, he was supposed to read Crispus Attucks and the Kidnapped Prince as part of his Heritage Mom readers, but he already read them. I have all my books on my bookshelf and he already read them. So we're just gonna move right on along. We're gonna ignore that. And for the month of September, he is going to be reading War Comes to Willie Freeman. And this is the book one of the Erebus family saga. So he's gonna be reading War Comes to Willie Freeman. He's gonna be reading this with me. We are both gonna be reading it. He's gonna have to stop and wait for me. So it's gonna take us all month to get through it because I have to read it too. So I'm gonna read a chapter every night, or I think it's about 13 chapters. So I'm gonna read a chapter during the week, like a chapter a day during the weekday, and he's just gonna have to slow down. So that's it. He can't read the whole book in one sitting. He's just gonna have to slow down and wait for his mama as his mama reads one chapter every night. He's not gonna like that, but this is one of the older book recommendations, and so I want to be able to read ahead of him and just to be able to answer questions and walk alongside him as he reads this book. And this is from Amber from the Heritage Mom. I don't know if I said that, but if I didn't. He's also going to be reading The Story of Phyllis Wheatley. I don't expect this to last him. This is a day read for him, but I'm gonna give him all month to read it. He's probably gonna finish it in a couple of days, but that's also Amber from the Heritage Mom. Now from his Sunlight, he's supposed to read Homeschool. He's already read this when he was in third grade, I wanna say he's already read this, but I'm gonna have him read it again because he doesn't remember all the details of everything. He just remembers the general story, and he said he doesn't mind reading it again. He said it's a really good story, so he doesn't mind reading it again. So I'm gonna have him read this again slower because Sunlight has reading comprehension questions to go along with their readers, and so as he reads, he has to answer the comprehension questions for the day and stuff like that. So Homeschool, The Witch of Blackbird Pond, and Pocahontas and the Strangers will be his September readers. So that's it for the readers. Those don't go in my morning basket cart. Those actually go on their desk with their schoolwork. If you'd like to see how I organize their desk and stuff, stay tuned. I will have a homeschool room tour video coming out soon as I get my life together. As you can tell, I'm organizing everything as video requirements are being made and due. so I'm just gonna pull down the baskets as I go along. This is our Bible, geography, and like morning menus bin. We do this is what we do after I work with my kindergartner and my preschooler in the morning. Then we meet together and we do Bible, we do this bin. Now inside this bin is Truth and Grace. Now Truth and Grace is what we use to make our morning menus. If you have questions about what's inside of our morning menus, just let me know. I can do a video on that as well. But it's pretty much taking Truth and Grace apart and breaking it down into catechism questions, hymns, Bible basics, and scripture memory, as well as there's a couple of other things in which I want them to memorize their address and phone number. So that's in there as well. And yeah, like I said, if you want to see what's in our morning menus, let me know. But our morning menus, Truth and Grace, this is for me to read off of while they have their morning menus. For Bible this year, we are doing Who is God? So that textbook is in this bin. And also, complete transparency, I have not done my homeschool prep video yet. But when I do my homeschool prep video, you will see me prep this. And this is our geography study for this year. We are going to be, along with what is inside of Sunlight, because Sunlight has a geography aspect of it as well. Along with what's inside of that, we are going to be doing JDA's, Learn the 50 States and Their Capitals, her little Teachers Pay Teachers thing that she has. And I'm going to be setting up all this, laminating some stuff, cutting some stuff out, adding those little Velcro dots so that they can work on different states and capitals and different things like that. So that's going to be set up and that's going to be in here. Like I said, subscribe so that you can catch that video when it comes out. I think it's coming out next week because school starts in 2 weeks. So I have to have that done. So anyways, like I said, that's what's in that bin. And what I like about having them in these bins rather than in the magazine holder that doesn't move is that I might not want to bring my whole cart to the couch or to my bed or to wherever, depending on how, or outside on the back porch, depending on how I'm feeling. And so having them in these portable bins, I'm able to just grab the bin and go. Anyways, the next one, the purple bin, is all of our My Father's World things that we're going to be using. So in here we have Story of the World. To be real and to be like completely transparent and honest, I don't use Story of the World book. I use the CD and I play the CD on our portable CD player. But my son likes to, while he's listening to the CD, to read over, to read the text alongside it. So I have that in there for him to read alongside while the other kids are listening to the CD. Now, in addition to that, we have the Usborne, The Last 500 Years. Now, this is more so of a kind of like a textbook, reference book type thing, more like an encyclopedia. And so this will be open and we'll read through a couple of these depending on what we're doing. We also have Exploring American History and the American Pioneers and Patriots. This is more for my my third grader and me to do together, but I'm pretty sure my sixth grader will be listening right alongside us. And our My Father's World Read Aloud this month is Almost Home. Same situation where I have the Audible version of Almost Home, and that's what I'm going to be playing because preserving my voice. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. After reading for so long, I get super nauseous, and just the kids like the Audible version anyways. So they like to listen to stuff rather than to their mom read. I take no offense. Anyways, so I have the Audible version, but like I said, my son likes to read along while the Audible is playing. So I have that in there for him. Now the green bin is all of our Sunlight stuff for the month of September. We are going to be doing, for Read Aloud for Sunlight, we're going to be doing Walk the World's Rim for September as well. No, that's it. So we're going to be doing Walk the World's Rim for September. For history, we are going to, like a history read aloud, we are going to be doing Pedro's Journal. Our textbooks for Sunlight are The Landmark History of the American People, Volume 1. That's going to be for September. And for, I believe this is like geography and history, they have the Oxford Illustrated Book of American Children's Poems. So we're going to be reading through like one poem a day. They're super short. History as well, we are going to be doing We Sing America, and there's like one song that we listen to every day for a week. So it's like the same song for the whole week. So in the back, because it doesn't fit in the magazine, then because it's gigamongous, in the back for Sunlight, we also have the Smithsonian Children's Encyclopedia of American History. This is a textbook as well, so we're clearly not reading this front to back, but it's the same concept where it's an encyclopedia as well. So so we won't be reading it front to back, but it's the same concept where you read a little bit and there's a huge picture and there's different pictures and things like that. So it breaks down what we're learning even more. I almost forgot because it was upstairs. So I have Bound for America. This is part of Amber's American Heritage or Heritage Mom blog. This is a part of her book recommendations for African American history. And so that is going to be done once a week on Fridays. And so that will be kept in with the Sunlight. So with My Father's World, I only do My Father's World Monday through Thursday. So Friday is where we bring in all of Amber's stuff. So next, over here in the magazine holder, we've got the complete book of animals that goes along with Sunlight. That's for science, and we're going to be doing the complete book of animals that goes along with My Father's World. We are going to be doing My Father's World science this year, and so this is more so for my first to third grader. Like they have like second to third grade supplementals, and so this is for like, it's like a separate aspect to the big curriculum bundle. Anyways, that makes no sense. Okay. They've got a separate second and third grade supplementals, and this was a part of it, and it's the complete book of animals. So this will be for my third grader. We have Guide to God's Animals, which is also part of My Father's World. And we've got our Life, God's Design. We are going to be doing The World of Animals, which is a part of My Father's World. So that's all the science stuff that will be up here. And now we do science during lunchtime. So that'll be what we'll be doing during lunch. Now, all of these curriculums and different things have different teacher's guides. So the teacher's guides that go along with them are right here in the middle part of this magazine holder. And that is the teacher's guide to the God's Design for Life and the teacher's guide to My Father's World and Sunlight and Amber's printout of her schedule. So that's what I have up there. My morning basket, which is not a morning basket, it's more of an all-day basket because it's really broken up throughout the day to give us about an hour increments of together group. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, stick around as I do my homeschool prep and set up all the things. So definitely make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget to check out all the other mamas on this playlist and see what they are doing and what is in their morning basket and all the good stuff. Until next time, bye.